Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel here on Global Conquerors, your weekly podcast, Conquest. This is episode 89, being recorded on September 2nd, 2025. Your host, SMGFrenzy, joined with...
AssassinADC, as always, back for the weekly. So out of it this week. I'm trying to scrape anything out for this week, but there hasn't really been anything too crazy to talk about, so probably gonna be stupid short. But we'll talk about some important stuff while we're here. But yeah, nothing much to say besides I'm throwing it over to Mark to get his first topic started.
Start off always in our esports and games section, starting off with League of Legends. The LEC, the League European Championship Series, had some mild responses this year to the format change that both the LEC and the LTA back here in the Americas underwent in their format, with the 3 splits and how many games were being played. And we see that European teams and American teams also, but this is specifically about the European side. The European teams have been playing far fewer games than those over in Asia, especially in Korea and China. And as a result, we see that the European region also seems to be declining a bit this year. There's been complaints from fans, from staff, from players that they're just not playing enough games. How do you expect us to get better? And why would we even watch this anymore? So, it's been a lot, and the LEC announced that they will be changing the format next year after this overwhelming response of negative responses. We also hope over here at the LTA they do the same thing, because I'm not going to lie to you, I've watched more Korean League this year than I've watched both European and North American League combined, because I don't like the new format. We were already worried beforehand, and I think we hoped that we would have more games with 3 splits, but it seems somehow we got less, which is unfortunate. So I kind of hope they change things. It's this is not working out, especially for us. Somehow in China and Korea, they've managed to take the 3 split to make it work, but in Europe and North America, it's almost like they're killing our regions. It's kind of sad to see. So I hope they change this. I'm glad at least Europe has acknowledged it and said that they will make adjustments to the format next year. Hopefully they're good adjustments, but time will tell because the LEC is still going on. We're getting closer and closer to World Season, but we're not there just yet. But that's really it on the world side, unless you want to add anything to that. No.
I didn't even know what was going on over there.
Gotcha.
This is the first time I'm hearing about it. So,
Mm.
but I don't get it. I mean, we talked about why, like, if you see another like a league, in the same like game as you,
Mm.
and obviously y'all run off 2 different leagues. You know, one is obviously Europe, uh, it's the Korean League. We'll just say that the American League, whatever. Why is it that Europe and NA don't even bother trying the format that is working already? You know, it's
I
just why try to be different? Why try to be different when it's not working? You've seen how the Korean League has their format has been pretty much the same, has just been tweaked a couple times to make it more interesting, which I think they've done every tweak they've made besides a couple. I think the only thing I think I didn't agree with, or what was it? What tournament was it where they did a Swiss tournament?
that
Was it
wasn't
Worlds?
Korea. That was just Worlds. Yeah.
Oh, anyways.
You don't like the Worlds format, which
Anyway.
a lot of people also still have issues with for obvious reasons, because there's no double elimination, unlike MSI and First Stand.
So yeah. Don't know why they just do it properly, and you would assume that they would just copy the same format, even though they're ran by the same right. And I don't know, man. It's just I feel like we talk about this every time, the same thing with NA and mainly NA, where they try to be different, knowing that they don't have these star players like and they do over there. But
I don't think it's even that anymore, because like we see like teams like FlyQuest are able to now, like last year and the year before and even this year, able to fight against Korean and Chinese giants. We have like now star players coming in better teams, but now our teams just don't have enough practice because they don't play that many games anymore. You lose what? You lose 3 games in the split, and then your season's done. It doesn't even matter at that point. What's the point of even being a team playing and like actually trying when the split ends so early? And then you're playing fewer games, and then it makes it also much earlier on for you to just bomb out and not even want to compete anymore. So and it's the same over in Europe. So it's just the format overall is just bad.
Always-
Hmm.
They just can't. They don't. I don't know, bro. I just don't get why they try to be different. They're struggling already, and then try to do something that makes the viewing aspect way worse. I'm like, and then I don't know. It's just it's been a problem with them for a long time.
Yeah,
That's like, and then you see why NA never can compete with these teams because they're playing. Sorry, they're playing less games,
exactly.
and yeah, so
Nothing we
it
can do
sucks,
about it
bro. I
right
hope.
now.
Well, obviously Europe has already taken feedback on this, and they will be changing this. You said next year?
Yeah,
Okay, well, at least someone took notice, and I don't know. And they just like to shoot themselves sometimes.
which is unfortunate, but nothing we can do at the moment. But that's it on the league
Yeah.
side. We move over to GeoGuessr. The GeoGuessr World Cup concluded over the past few weeks and hit a peak viewership of 363,415, which eclipsed last year's record, which was eclipsed it by about 65,000 viewers. So GeoGuessr is in fact growing as an esport. It's funny calling it an esport, but it is an esport. So it is it's cool to see them have pretty decent viewership. This is like pretty in line with esports like COD champs and Halo champs, you know? So pretty
Yeah.
nice on their
I mean,
end.
GeoGuessr is up there.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know how. I mean, I've seen a couple clips on it, and yeah, Jesus Christ, these guys could work for the FBI if they wanted to. They could literally look at a patch of grass and say, "Well, that grass is way too dark to be NA grass. It has to be somewhere out of here." I'm like, well, bro,
Yeah.
how the fuck would I even know, bro? He says I seen one where he says, "Bro, that light on top is definitely not NA. It's somewhere in Europe." I'm like, bro. I was like,
Guess.
Can it not be in a different part of the country, or is NA just the same and just everything's just different depending on the location? This
Things
man
in North
said
America are pretty consistent, so
he said the road looks like a different shade of ash or whatever they call it, and I'm like, yeah, this is not NA. I'm like, bro, what, how does the road color determine if it's NA or not? I'm like, bro.
hey, they are kings at their craft, man. It is very, very impressive.
Bro, could look at the sky. This sky is way too blue. And this has to be somewhere in Europe. I'm like, bro, what? I was like, that can happen here when there's no clouds. The sky is hella blue, right? So
Different
yeah,
shades of blue depending on the air
I
composition.
don't get it, bro. I mean, obviously it takes time and studying for it.
Hmm.
Jesus, time and studying for this, to have this type of knowledge, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
No, it's cool. It's very cool in there, and congrats for their viewership stuff. The next one's all you. I know very little about this one. Live action COD series movie question mark happening potentially.
There was talks about rumors of a Call of Duty movie being made by Paramount.
Mm,
It was teased, and then I think no, we can't fully confirm if it's true, but there's already talks that it's already in that process of being into production stage or trying to get it produced.
hmm.
So I don't know. Do we need a movie? No. Um, is it gonna be people slide canceling? I hope not. I don't know. How? I mean, wouldn't this just be another basic military movie? Just
I can tell you what it'd be. They would adapt one of the campaigns. Is what's gonna happen. Which one?
it,
I don't know, but
probably a Modern Warfare 3.
mm,
Any of the last couple, the last since 2020 and now, or Modern Warfare. games could iterate any of those campaigns.
Mhm.
Pretty much they're the same campaign. So we'll see. I'm hearing rumors Kevin Hart's gonna play Ghost. I hope not. Well, I don't know, but yeah, this has been talked about for a while, and there's been really big buzz about it in the last couple weeks. And then today or yesterday, they were already talked. We can't confirm if it's true, but it's already been talked about to be into production
Mhm.
um, mode or whatever, or it's in the process to get into production. So
Okay.
they just got to get a director, or a writer, or they got to start casting people, obviously. So we'll see. Um, will I be seeing this movie? Well, it depends on what the story is and what is it about. If it gives me anything rewards for the COD that comes out that year, then I'll go. But other than that, I don't know. I just don't know. Unless it's this different story, but to me, it would just be another basic military movie.
Well, we'll see.
But yeah,
We'll see. I'm sure plenty of kids will flock to this because will have the Call of Duty name in the title. But we gotta wait and see how this one goes. And then, last but not least, for the esports gaming side, the esports awards announced their winners for this year. Starting off, oh well, not it's esports awards of the esports World Cup. Let me specify. Esports World stuff hasn't happened yet. That's later in the year. But the esports awards at the esports World Cup announced the winners of the year with the game of the decade. That's the last 10 years. The award goes to League of Legends. Of course, this makes sense. They have defined what esports is. They have made it mainstream and popular. This is well deserved. For the esports personality of the decade, I think people were a little surprised when this one. It went to Nate Shot. You weren't surprised? Why
nope.
not?
If you go back and watch, the reason why COD started blowing up is because of him, or like COD competitively in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What was that?
uh, someone, child's crying. I don't know who, but yeah, not surprised. He's been a personality for a long time. He's the reason why Optic became Optic because of the amount of time and hour he built his community and helped build Optic
Mm.
and stuff like that. So am I not surprised? I mean, the only reason why people say that is because he didn't stream. He did stream, but he just he used to stream without his sub button, like where you could sub to him.
Mm.
He would just stream just to stream. And then I think like 2 years or 2 or 3 years ago, he finally turned it on, and he's been blowing up. I mean, his CS:GO case openings. I mean, do you remember that time period when he's opened $1,000 worth of cases, close to like 100 cases? So, and he had a lot of people in there. I mean, it's crazy, man. I mean, I'm not surprised. Um, I mean, he did change the whole genre of esports, or he helped grow an esport to where that is at now. So, am I
Mm-hmm.
not surprised?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, not surprised.
Okay. Over to streamer of the decade. Streamer of the decade went over to XQC. How do you
Not
feel about this
surprised.
one? Okay.
Are you surprised or no?
A little bit, because I feel like there have been other streamers that have. I know XQC is longer and it's the whole decade.
He's been
Yeah.
consistent every time.
Yeah.
For the last couple of decades, XGC has been the most consistent, and he has always every year he's had something viral go for him.
Mhm.
So, um, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm not surprised. No, streamer that I think could have gotten it. What's the streamer? Like, I mean, it can't be any of the new gen because those guys blew up like 3 4 years ago.
Hmm.
It has to be XQC. I don't see anyone else. Maybe not Trainwrecks because I mean, ever since he stopped streaming well, he doesn't stream on Twitch anymore, right?
I don't think so, no. Well, it's not just Twitch, it's just
Uh,
streamer in general.
uh, I mean, I can't even name Tyler one,
Hmm.
but he hasn't really. I haven't heard about him recently. I mean, I don't know. I mean, who do you think deserves to be there?
I would say anyone close would be people like Ninja, people like Tim the Tapman or Dr. Lupo. but that
I don't think
XQC
so.
does have like that impact where he has been here for a long time. He was an esports player as well.
You gotta.
He
I mean, Ninja. I mean, he. When did he blow up though? In
It was
2017.
2017, so it's still in the time period because XQC really took off once Overwatch took off, and that was 2016, right before. So
Okay.
they both
So
took off at the
Ninja.
same time. I think the issue
Yeah, but
Ninja
it's the
fell
issue.
off.
Well, the reason was because he went to Mixer,
Yep.
and it tanked so much of his viewership. I think he was only getting 200, 300 plus viewers when he was getting 10, 50K of once. But he made it as a money move for the longevity, which is not a bad idea. People clown him, but now now he clowns them for like how much money he has now. So you know, obviously Ninja could have been a great. I think he probably was like second or third. I don't know though. There's like they tell you who came second and third after. But yeah, really. Yeah. Sorry, Jesus, I'm so tired. I'm not surprised because XQC has been the most consistent throughout the last every year. He's always been popular due to something popular going on at the time, and his personality's funny. But yeah,
Yep.
um,
Congrats XQC. In terms of organization of the decade, I feel like this does make sense. Team Liquid, the Dutch organization in North American and European esports, has had consistent teams in about every dang esport they're in. So this makes sense. Versus team of the decade, this makes a lot of dang sense. Consider 2015 to 2025, T1 Esports. They've won 3 of their world championships within the past decade, and then 2. No,
the last 5 years,
they won 4 of the world championships in the last 10 years, and they
two
won
in the last five,
2 in the last 5. Yeah,
and they played in how many finals? Three out of the five. In the last 5 years, they've played three out of the five finals in the last 5 years, right?
no, they've played no because they won in 2015, they won in 2016.
No, I said in the last five
Oh, last
years. I'm not
5.
talking about
Okay, they won last
2020
year. They
to
won the year
now.
before that. They're in the finals before that. Yeah, so they're in 3 of the last finals last 5 years, and then they were in 15, 16. They were in 5 of the last 10 finals the past decade. So it's crazy. It's genuinely crazy. No, I think 6 actually, because that's wild. Yeah,
Yeah,
easily the esports team of the decade with the most legendary player. We go
they
over
would have
to yes.
they would have had a three-peat if they just didn't lose to death. Or but he was on. Yo, the League of Legends gods were on his side because the whole storyline was his last dance. This and that. He was retiring after this year, even though that wasn't the case. But it built for good storyline. Like, yo, imagine what are the odds, right? And they shouldn't have won. They got so lucky.
Uh
The luckiest they could have gotten. I remember watching that, and you called me as soon as it ended. I'm like, bro, I was shook. It hurt you more than it hurt me. I think you died that day.
probably.
I've heard you. That was the first time I've ever heard you curse in my life, so I knew it hit hard. But yeah, dominant. They've been so dominant in League of Legends since they exist in the league. They've been. I think they have the most wins, and they have the most dominant player of all time on that. Most dominant esports player of all time on there,
Yep.
especially for longevity, wins.
Yep.
Overall in League of Legends esports history, he's um God, and you could see it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still playing. All these others, people that were playing before him, are now left in the dust. He's broken out. He has every record known to man. Records that are impossible to break.
Yep.
Um, due to the whole what is it, the mandatory military service
Yeah.
you have to do. So a lot of players usually, if they don't win within the first what's the age limit you have to be
30.
from 30
Mm-hmm.
from that's when your career ends at that point. So from when you start playing, let's just say 18, 20
Yep.
till 30, you have to win, and Faker's been doing it since forever. So, um, yeah, and it's hard to win at Worlds when the guy who is the owner of Worlds is the guy you have to beat to get your first Worlds. He's literally he said that all roads lead to him,
Yep.
or all what,
It's
or
literally
something
all
like that.
roads. It's all roads lead to
That's
me.
what he told Chovy, and guess what? Chovy hasn't done anything besides a couple MSIs. He can't win the big one. They were Genji is always the last 2-3 years. Genji have been favored to win it, and they don't even get close to it.
Nope. And last year was glorious because everyone's like, "Oh, T1's gonna lose to Gen G in the semis," and then we whipped them, and it was great. It was
Oh,
glorious to watch.
speaking of dominant player of League of Legends, throw it over to the Mockter to.
Guess who the PC player of the decade was? Of course, we don't even need to say his name, but it was Faker. And as Angel said, we're just gonna leave it at that because we just talked about how amazing he is.
Does that name leave shivers in your spine when you say it?
Sometimes, yeah,
How would you feel if you played him? Your first pro match against in League of Legends in Korea, right?
I'd be scared,
Your first match is against T1 and Faker's on the other side. You're going one-on-one against them.
terrified,
What would you? Are you
genuinely
gonna? Are
terrified.
you winning that match or not?
I'm not winning that match. I'm scared.
Your rookie year, your first match in the season, and T1's on a terrible. They ended terribly in the last season, and then but the only player still remaining as the best player in the world is on the other side of you,
This is Faker.
mid lane. Are you chowing that or what?
No, I'm still losing. T1 played Gen G last week. They lost, unfortunately, 2-1. Game 3 was terrible by T1, but Faker was playing out of his mind. Despite like Gen G steamrolling T1, they still had to be careful because Faker was like playing out of his mind. So like it doesn't matter if T1's having a great season or not. Bro's still scary in the mid lane. He will destroy you most times. But again, of course, well deserved for PC Player of the Decade. We shall hop over though to
He knew he would have won that. He probably wins it in the next decade from now. If he's still playing, which I think he might be, with a different roster.
It's gonna be crazy one way or
But
another.
yeah, anyways, yeah.
Yeah. Hop over to the opposite side with controller player of the decade going to our proud born Halo now COD player Shotzi. Great to see. I mean, it makes sense. Dude has torn up a career in two different esports, won everything you can in both of them, and continues to still be a monster, a demon in the scene. So this makes sense. This makes a lot of sense.
I mean, he's the reason why a whole H5 season, the whole Halo 5 gameplay changed.
Exactly.
Look, bro. You know how it's crazy how a player like of this, let's just say, you know when they released the top 25 players in Halo, or what was it? Top 50 or
Yeah.
top whatever it was. To know that he was in the top, what number was he? 13?
I think somewhere around that, yeah.
This is a player that had only been playing Halo 2 years, and he changed the whole aspect of a game.
Yep.
He became the most dominant player in the 2 year span. There's nothing like this. You may say legend or bound, but I mean, Shotzi changed the whole dynamic of a game. They
Exactly.
literally made other players that had to adapt to a fast play style that have been probably playing Halo for decades.
Yeah.
And they played it, bro. We're talking about H5. You know how H5, like if you watch H5 competitive from the first start of it till now, or like when
Mm.
that whole Spice dominance happened, night and day game. It looks like two different games. Pros pros were trying to play like classic Halo while this dude was playing it like how it should have been played.
Yeah.
Um, most dominant player, in my opinion, in most. I mean, he was up there. I mean, it was either him. It was Formal, second, and then Sonic Fox. Is that his name?
Yeah.
As third. I mean, but I mean, great players. That's a great list of controller players, right?
Exactly.
But if you look at Shotzi's resume since he started,
Mm-hmm.
2018 till now, right?
Yeah.
2018, 2017.
2018. 2016, no, you're right. Yeah.
From then, so he's been playing what? Competitively for 8 years, 8 seasons,
Yeah.
5 COD seasons or 6 seasons.
Yeah.
And he's already has one world championship in Halo, a couple. I don't know how many tournaments he won in there. He did win a couple. I don't know. Um, he has 3 rings. Um, I mean, guy switched from being the dominant player to becoming one of the most dominant players in the CDL era.
Yep.
Only player to win 3 in the CDL era. So, hey man, am I not? I'm not surprised at all. I mean, it was either him or Formal, and because of Shotzi's personality and how much he's grown, that his audience from with Optic and Optic now making him the poster boy for them now.
Mhm.
It was just, I mean, it was night and day. I mean, even if that wasn't the case, I mean, his resume speaks out for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just what, 4 world championships across 2 different titles.
4. Yep.
Uh, I don't know how many terms he has in total now, but
That's a lot,
yeah,
and
I
he
mean,
definitely
I,
deserves it.
hey man, well, I mean, it was hard. This probably was the hardest one to make. I mean, Foreman was up there,
Mhm.
came in, dominated. He's been dominating Halo since he returned.
Yep.
Sonic Fox, well known, very great player, but just you got to look at the stats from the last decade till now.
Yep.
If you look at the most look at it. If you compare to like decades wise, not skill wise, you gotta look at Shotzi. I mean,
Mhm.
there's no other, like, it's just hard to tell to compare those. I mean, no offense. I mean, I'm telling you, the 1, 2, and 3 are probably great players in their aspects.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong, but just you got to look at their resumes like throughout the decade, how it's determined. And there's no one. I mean, there's no one like him.
Yep.
You thought it would be Simp, but it's not, because some Halo kid decided to come dominate this scene and ruin the game for everybody. Because if you don't play like him, you're not doing nothing.
Oh, yeah,
But yeah,
exactly.
not surprised, well deserved, but I'm not surprised he won it.
Yeah, it was well deserved for Shotzi. We're gonna go through the next ones kind of fast. We got Breakthrough Player of the Decade goes to Zywoo from Team Vitality and CS:GO. Again, makes sense. He's helped
He's
revitalize
gross. He's
Vitality
gross.
CS.
Gross, dude.
It's wild.
I
And
don't. I don't watch CS, but I've seen his clips, and he's gross. And to know, I mean, he's gross. So yeah,
bro, makes sense. It makes sense.
makes sense, bro.
Next one makes even more sense. Coach of the Decade goes to K Koma. Obviously, K Koma is
Not
known
surprised
for
either.
the T1
Not surprised.
legend 2013, 2015, 2016, and 2024. Helped them win all four out of their 5 world championships. Just makes sense. We go over to On Air Town of the Decade. League fans, CS fans, and actual just standard sports fans will know over. Great LEC caster Shocks. Casted the LEC over in League. Does a lot of CS events. Does a lot of Rocket League events. Does a lot of actual like sporting and wrestling events. Like she's out there. So one of the most versatile casters and broadcast talent of the esports world. For a live event of the decade, went to League of Legends World Championship 2017. If those remember, this is when the league had the biggest venue, which was the Chinese Beijing World Cup Stadium, and I work at the Olympic Stadium. Sold out 70,000 people. That's when they had the Dragon. That's where they had the theme song Legends Never Die. And that's when you had T1's very first loss during a world championship against at the time Samsung Galaxy, which ended up turning into Gen G. So that was a year of League. That's when League became very mainstream.
Gen G has been taking down T1 forever,
It's
even
always
before
that.
they were called Gen G.
It's that one team. It's only that one team.
Oh, I did see this. This is when I first got onto Twitter. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? I was like, what? Who's performing at this stadium? And I see it's a bunch of esports.
Like this is esports, man. This is what esports can and should be. But that was great. And then we
I'm
move over.
surprised they haven't done anything like this again.
They've gone different. I think while the CGI Dragon was cool at the time, obviously it doesn't hold up as well anymore. They and like the biggest issue is that obviously people in the arena couldn't see that. There's only us online that could. So they do more like the 3D projection stuff. So they need like the indoor arenas for the most part going forward. But it was cool at the time. It was very cool at the time. More the publisher of the decade. Who could it be? Riot Games. Huh?
Did they ever predict that it was supposed to would it would rain?
I don't think they thought. I don't know. I don't know.
They just said, "Fuck it, we ball."
I guess that's a good question. Actually, I guess they did. Yeah.
Did they?
I think if it rained, they may have not included the dragon probably because I'm not sure if it'd show up too well.
Well, no, but like it's an open stadium though,
Oh.
and the players would be had been playing. I mean, they would have been playing in the center of the arena. Were they? Yeah, they
Well,
were, right?
they were playing the center, but they had like booths, so I think the players would have been fine. I think it's the screens that's the biggest issue. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, so
Hey, it's
that's
crazy.
what I. Hey man, they timed it, bro. They timed it perfectly.
It's great. It's still one of the
Anyways,
most iconic like league openings. But then like it's the publisher
yes.
of the decade, Riot Games, because League of
I'm
Legends,
surprised.
Teamfight Tactics, Valorant,
Val.
and then the new 2XKO fighting game coming out soon. Like right on top of it. They're actually putting the S in games in their name finally. Commercial partner of the decade goes to Intel. Intel sponsored like IEM. Obviously, most computers run off of Intel processors and all that stuff, all the jazz. Intel's there. And then last but not least, content and coverage platform of the decade got given to Liquipedia. Whenever you search up an esports player's name or an esport itself, guess what usually pops up second or third? Liquipedia, our own esports wiki. But congrats to all the winners. We're gonna hop over to general news where we have the very, very, very famous anime Jujutsu Kaisen dropped a trailer for season 3 just a day or two before recording this, and announced that new season will be coming out in January of 2026. As fans of the anime know, the anime left off on a very grim cliffhanger about 2 years ago. So the world of JJK will be having a very fun spin, which I will not spoil as a manga reader, but I would say you're gonna like this season. It's gonna be great. Um, Away from anime though, to Twitch streamers, Valkyrie revealed that Corp's husband will most likely never be returning to streaming as he does prefer being off of the internet. As many those who may not know actually, because this was a few years ago, Corpse was a very famous Twitch streamer who played with people like Valkyrie, Dr. Lupo, Courage JD, and whatnot, and he was very famous because of his voice. And nobody knows what he looks like. He went by like persona, but his voice was considered quite attractive to a lot of people. I think though the issue is that a lot of people probably got weird with it and were sending him very inappropriate messages and images and stuff, and he decided that for the best of himself, and also he also like had some health issues going on too, for his own sanity and health to not be on the internet. So he's been gone. Obviously, his fans have been saddened, but this is a creator who believes it is for their best in their life to not stream. So that we did get an update from that from Valkyrie in the past few days. And for our final topic,
Crazy, man. That's crazy. Wait, started.
no, you're good.
It's
It is
crazy.
crazy because he was popular. You
He
remember?
was popping off during that time, man, just because of he joined the Discord. I don't know. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's good to hear he's doing good, but obviously, this content life isn't for everybody. It might be breaded or not breaded, but it might be embedded into you. That's what I meant to say.
Mhm.
But if it's just not for you, it's not for you. Obviously, people have there's people out there that have it, just they don't know until they actually try it.
Yep.
Um, but it doesn't mean anything. I mean, look, this content world it's hard to get into but it doesn't mean that there's nobody out there that wouldn't take a chance on you.
Yep.
It's just there's people that prefer the chill regular people instead of these crazy sub mafia marathons, hype yelling at each other, crazy thing, tour of the USA. It's just just because you see those people doing great and it's because it's the audience they built.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean that you have to build the same audience just because it's popping. You don't have to force yourself into becoming like them. You just gotta find, there's gonna be people out there that are gonna like your content for who you like what you do, and that's how you build your community.
Yep.
Little by little, people are like, "Whoa, this dude has 20, 30 viewers," and like people are like, "Huh, what's going on over there?" And then you keep going. That's how you grow. It's just, it's it's hard. It's a hard work, if you want to call it, or job to get into. Is just
Yeah.
you just gotta. It's more patience than anything.
Oh, exactly.
You
Exactly.
would know. I mean, we. I'm going through it too right now. I mean, you know how hard it took you to get to affiliate. I mean, it took months, years to get to where you're at.
Mm,
Now, see, I'm in the process of trying to do that myself.
exactly.
It's just you gotta just take your time, patience, and all that. So, but hey, if you're better off just being happy, healthy, away from the internet, then so be it.
Exactly.
It's just not for everybody. You.
And if he's doing happier now, he's doing happier now. But yeah. We hop over to the final topic for the week, which is American college football has returned this weekend for Labor Day weekend. We see football regions, conferences around the country, whatever. I don't know what they call for college football. We see them come back like the SEC and whatnot. Obviously, I only care about one, as you know, my good old UGA, my proud Bulldogs, having a great start this weekend from what I saw while I was at Dragon Con. If you couldn't tell by
You're
the
the
hat.
only team that didn't play no one good for week one.
Hey man,
Everyone played good teams off rip.
I don't make the schedule.
I saw Alabama get waxed.
Alabama. Oh yeah,
Waxed.
the team that they played against. One of their players said something ballsy, and it came true.
Yeah, they don't have Nick Saban or whatever he said. I think
It
that's
was
what he
something
said or
about that.
something.
Yeah,
Yes, they don't have Nick Saban. I believe it.
and Alabama's never going to be good again, which leaves good old Georgia Bulldogs to probably be the
I don't
forever
think
kings of the
y'all
SEC
are.
going
I don't
forward.
think y'all are the best team this year. I don't think y'all are.
I don't know. We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
I don't think y'all are. No offense.
Okay.
Oh, in the SEC? Oh, I thought you were gonna say college football. No, SEC? You might be,
Mm-hmm.
but in football, I don't think so.
We'll see. The season just started, buddy.
It's all about Miami, bro.
Season just started. We'll
You're,
see what's up.
hey, I thought y'all said your quarterback was the problem. I said that, and he kind of like won his first game at Miami. What y'all think?
I don't know.
I hope they play each other. I hope they play each other. I hope they play each other.
We'll see what happens.
I hope he goes in and smokes them.
I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see
Uh,
what happens. Again, things are way too early. We just started. We'll see what's up. We'll see
Speaking of
what's up.
college football, NFL football comes back today.
That's
Wow,
wild.
when this comes out. And tomorrow on Friday, or the day this comes out is Thursday, and Friday will be, uh, I think, I don't know what they're calling it, but the NFL is giving a free game of that day. It's Chiefs and Chargers I think they're playing in Brazil. I don't know,
Mhm.
but it's gonna be free on YouTube.
Oh,
So
cool. Nice. Very nice. Well, for those who have never
yeah,
watched football before, you can go on YouTube and watch the NFL play in Brazil, apparently. So there's that.
I think it's Brazil. I don't know though.
Okay. But I think then
But yeah,
with that, then that's really about it. If you want to wrap us up this week.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but other than that, I think that's everything for this week. Not really much to cover. We kind of dragged on a little bit for the esports stuff, but I mean, it's kind of a big deal. But anyways, anyways, I think this is where I say the outro. So,
I think so.
oh, dude, I'm so tired. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this week of the Conquest, episode 89. We're still trying to figure out what we're gonna do for 100. I don't know if we're gonna even do anything special for 100 now, due to life stuff. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We don't know. There might be a week that we don't record the podcast, but y'all will know a little more towards the end of the week or the end of the month or closer to the announcement when we announce it. There might be a week we don't do a podcast, but hey, can't really do much
Mm-hmm.
about it. But y'all, hopefully, y'all understand. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you know when we upload. Comment down below what you like, what you didn't like. If you are at Dragon Con, tell us what you thought. And follow our socials in the link or what is it? What is the description box down below? Follow our socials, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. Or wait, you're already watching this. I'm over thinking like we're talking on Spotify. Shit. Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anything, LinkedIn, our website, anything, you name it. Follow us down there. And yeah. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Besides, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Peace.
Renegade, 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 better run away.